Hello my lovely students, how are you? I hope you're fine. In this video I'll explain lesson 2, what is heat. Heat is a kind of energy that makes things warm. We said before that energy has different kinds. We have light, sound, electrical. Heat also is a kind of energy and it makes things warm. But where does the heat come from? Or what are the sources of heat? Remember the word source? We said that source is a place where something comes from. A place where something comes from. So where does the heat come from? Heat comes from the sun. Sun, as we said before, it's the main source of energy on Earth. And the heat from the sun warms up the air, warms up the water, and warms up the land. It warms everything, and without the sun, Earth would freeze. We would freeze. Another source of heat is the stove. We can use this heat to cook our food, as in this picture. Also, if you rub your hands together, you will feel heat. Try it. Candles have heat energy. If you put your hand above them, you'll feel it, but be careful not to burn yourself. Also, lamps have heat energy. If we touch a lamp, we can feel the heat energy. Fire is another source of heat energy. And to start a fire, you can use wood. When we burn the wood, we'll have heat energy. Also, coal. This black material, when we burn it, we get heat energy that we use to cook our food and to warm ourselves. Anything we burn to get heat energy, we call it fuel. So a fuel is something that gives off heat when it burns. Fuel is something that gives off heat when it burns. Anything you burn it to get heat energy is called fuel. Like wood, as we said, when we burn wood, we get heat energy. Also coal, the black material, when we burn it, we get heat energy. Also gas. Another fuel is oil that we get from station. If you burn oil, you'll get heat energy. Did you know the heat can move? How does the heat move? Heat moves from warmer objects to cooler ones. If you touch a hot cup of tea or coffee, heat will move from the cup to your hand. That's why you will feel the heat, because heat moves from warm objects to cold ones. If you touch any hot object, you will feel the heat because the heat will move from this object to your hand. It's like when we sit beside the fire, we feel warm because the heat moves from the fire to the air, then to our bodies. That's why we feel warm when we sit beside the fire or the heater, because heat can move. It moves from warm objects to cool ones. Also, when we cook food, heat moves from the fire to the pot, and when the pot becomes warm, the heat will move from the pot to the food, and the food will be cooked. So heat can move from warm objects to cool objects. Color and heat. Objects with different colors take in different amount of heat. What does that mean? We have dark colors and we have light colors. Dark colored object takes in more heat than light colored objects. Any dark color can take in more heat, while light colors, they take in less heat. So dark colors, like these colors, they take in more heat, while light colors like these, they take in less heat. So In winter, it's better to wear dark clothes because they take in more heat so we can feel warmer. While in summer, it's better to wear light clothes because they take in less heat so we can feel cooler. So what do you think? Which of these jackets should we wear in winter? This one, because it's dark. Because as we said, dark colors, they take more heat, and in winter we need this heat to feel warm. Now, what should we wear in summer? In summer, we should wear light colored clothes. So we will wear this t-shirt because we don't want heat. We need less heat, so we will wear light colored clothes. So this is the end of our lesson. I hope you've enjoyed and study well.